Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber. Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Welcome to my new LP of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is my 60th LP, and I've wanted to do this for so long. But I decided to do all of the other LPs I've done beforehand. This game is still the best to this day. There are so much things to discover. So many things to discover, despite how small of an area we can explore right now. We've already went through the Shrine of Awakening, except for that's not exactly what it's called. You press minus to use the map. We went to the Shrine of Resurrection. Link has been knocked out for quite some time, and we don't remember who we are other than our name. Well, we don't remember anything other than our name. So, we got a recent weapon, a tree branch. That's all we can use right now. But there will be better weapons out there really soon. The tree branch isn't that durable. Also, this game is by far my most favorite Zelda game ever, because it's the very first open world game I've ever played, and pretty much the very first open world Zelda game, and the very last game on the Wii U, but the very first game on the Switch. Pretty much after Odyssey, I think, because it was made in 2017. So I think it was made a bit after Odyssey, but Odyssey wasn't made on the Wii U, but Breath of the Wild, this game, was. So, we saw someone over there, and we need to go down there to see what he needs from us. But except we have already missed him, so we shall go up to him to see him. Well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Also, by the way, my thumbnail is the sunset from Super Mario Odyssey. The only good thumbnail I had from the Zelda game was just Cadence of Hyrule, but I didn't want it to look like it was Cadence of Hyrule, so that's why I did a sunset, because that was more accurate. The thumbnail will change, and instead of it being what it was for the sunset, it's going to be that introduction that you saw, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild's introduction of when Link ran out of the Shrine of Resurrection to explore the vast horizons. Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Honestly, I'm very much wondering what happens if you just say goodbye, but I think it'll just come off as rude, and I don't even want to be that way. I want to be a good kind of hero, and Link is not a bad hero, from what I know. Answering a question with a question. Fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is a great plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. I almost said Hyrule for some odd reason. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service. Yes, what are you doing? I'm relaxing by the fireside. Although I'll need to cook for myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on the fire makes them tastier and more nutritious. We could take that apple, and I've done it the first time, but I don't want to be mean to the old guy, so I might as well just leave him alone. But we have a new weapon already, but I'm not going to use it as a weapon. A woodcutter's axe. Woodcutter's axes are used for weaponry, but it's not only weaponry that can be used. It can also be used as a tool to cut down certain pieces of wood. That was quick. My word, I just placed down a rock.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
I've never had that happen when I placed down a rock before. Gosh darn it. It's So she's told you to go to the place marked down on the Sheikah slate, and you will see it on the map. But she's talking about what's over here, and you can press the right stick to zoom in a little bit more. She wants you to go to this location. You can pin things, but I can't, but I won't yet. Also, check this out. There will be like some suspicious areas that you'll need to check. This is one of them. Doesn't matter what you do, you just need to dive down here. You found me! Huh? You're not Hestu. You can see me. Yeah, I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. So this is how I knew about the Koroks. I forgot what Koroks were, and these were what they are. Gosh darn it. Of course I should have remembered that. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. So much to go over, those guys, and there's also certain other things that you will soon see, but not in this episode, because this part we're only going through the beginning, and even the beginning is super long. Rusty Broadsword, the highest damaging weapon of the beginning lands, but not the best weapon to use because, yet again, its durability is not that high. Now I gotta turn off my commentary and pause the game for reasons such as my dog's barking. This won't be a while. I will be a little bit. Alright, back now. So, back to it. I was mainly gonna say for the beginning part that how long the beginning part is probably going to take me. And you'll see what my goal is at some point. It's pretty much the same goal I've had since the last time I played this game on video, and that was a demo last time. Like, it was a let's play demo of this game, but that was like probably 2018 or 2019 for the last time I've played it, and now I'm playing it again at long last, but this time as an LP and not a demo. But when I'm going to finally upload the second video of this is on the 11th, which is a week from now. But I decided to record this now because of what day it is today, mainly May 4th. So, now we will continue. Place everything down like this. So there's swimming physics in this, and in the Legend of Zelda games before, we weren't able to swim much. There's weather in this game, but right now it shows that we aren't able to see the time. I think the sun is not moving yet, but well. And we're soon going to be attacked, because of course Zelda games have enemies. Well, it's not like Minecraft because this game feels a lot like Minecraft to me, just because of the time zones and because of you being attacked and getting certain weapons and cooking foods, and how massive this place is. It just feels so much like a Minecraft game. But the only thing is, it's not first person. Pressing the left stick is crouching, which I wish ZL was crouching, not pressing the left stick, but instead pressing left stick. I meant to say pressing ZL was crouch instead of pressing left stick, because pressing ZL is shield, but we don't have a shield right now. Pressing ZR, we don't have it right now, but that would be the bow. And then pressing Y is how you attack. Pressing B is sprinting, of course. X is jump, but A is interacting. So, of course, this is normal mode. And the DLC, and there is DLC in this game, but I'll discuss that after this video, because the next video is going to discuss all about what I'm going to be doing in terms of DLC and all that. But right now I'm just exploring the vast horizon, which we aren't able to see much right now, but look at how massive this place is. So much to explore, but we aren't able to see much right now. We're only able to see what would seem like a pretty big place right now, but it's actually not as big as you would hope, as you would expect mainly. It's just like, because my first expectation for seeing this was, am I only gonna explore this little place and then that'll be it? But that wasn't it, because there was so much more. Okay, good. And now we're about to go to our next objective, which is to go here. There's of course music here, but it's not like other Zelda games. It's like more like a rare instance to see. Black the Sheikah slate on the pedestal. It's in, not on. Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. we rose up a tower. The Great Plateau Tower. As you saw, when I saw those other towers, I was surprised. Instilling local information. For certain things like this, I won't be turning off my commentary, but when it's with full-on voice dialogue, I am going to turn off my commentary. And yeah, when I saw this small of a place, that's why I thought I was able to only explore, because I thought that was going to be big enough. But when I saw it was more than just that, I knew it was going to take me forever to complete every single thing in this game. I didn't want to save it for a futuristic LP though. Gosh darn it.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Trying so hard to just keep the audio as is, but my goodness, it's hard. So, yeah, we have to rescue Zelda from... Well, yet again, we have to rescue Zelda from the clutches of the Dark One. The Dark Beast, mainly. But it will prove to be way harder, because in this rate, she's not really kidnapped, but more like she's trying to hold back the dark power of the beast. Not spoiling what that beast is right now. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. As you saw, right before that old guy came in here, we saw something that looked pretty important. He will discuss what that important thing is. So I'm not going to say what it is right now. The tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after the other. My bad, I said that wrong. It is almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? Not gonna do 3 dots, that would be mean. I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say, and did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? This time I'm going to just be silent, since I have some work to do as far as earning your trust goes. I suppose that is understandable. I assume you caught sight of the atrocities enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. I only was silent there because when you say no, he actually would shrug it off and say the same thing. So that's why I was just silent, and it actually gave him more to talk about instead of just shrugging it off and saying like 2 lines instead of 3. I think I said this, but I'm going to say it again. I don't remember reading it, so I'm going to just read it again. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil. But just barely. There it festers, building strength. For the moment, it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, Do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. So much wish that I would just climb down instead of just jump off. Because even if you try to climb down that slope, it still would let you die. Or just fall off into the dark, into the mist, and respawn you back up. It's not that dumb to me, but I sort of wish that you would be able to explore a little bit before you were given this tool that he's talking about. It's not really much of a tool, but more like a certain accessory. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down. If you said give me it, he would say the same thing. Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Or not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Now, this is what he will say. Come, let me show you something. Now you have to follow him. You can't talk to him until he stopped, because if you try to talk to him right away, he will just say, "Come on." And now you have to talk to him. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. Not part of the main quest, because the main quest was already there. What we have to do, we can press L or R, and system is either save, load, options, ability controls. This will be discussed after this video, and return to title screen. I have every DLC, but I'm not going to discuss it yet. The isolated plateau. After your descent from the tower. Talking as if it's an old man, but really I'll just do it as I won't speak as an old man. I'm gonna do it as a different thing. After your descent from the tower, the old man told you that the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed 100 years ago by Calamity Ganon. You heard a voice coming from Hyrule Castle, but you cannot reach it unless you have to leave the plateau using the paraglider. The old man said that he will give you the paraglider in exchange for the treasure that lies within a hidden location somewhere. This hidden location that we're about to get to, but it won't be so simple. We will either need to swim across or go the long way, and I prefer the tough way, which is going the long way, because if you prefer going that way, there will be something good for you, but in this case, there's nothing yet. You can dash by pressing X, but it uses more stamina. That's why I'm going through slowly. It's also would be some fish that you would be seeing. Not right now, but you will need to get some of them. But you cannot go fishing in this game, so instead you get them the old-fashioned way. Either by just trying to snatch them, or by something else that won't be there for a moment's notice. This chest wasn't there before in the original game. It's a DLC accessory item, but I'm not going to open it yet. Sheikah Slate confirmed. Travel gate registered to map. Access granted. I'll show the other scene that happens after you enter the shrine. That's what it's called. It actually said that, I think. If it didn't, then I guess I spoiled that, but it was pretty obvious for what it was. But these first shrines are important for you to go through, because otherwise you won't progress. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Omen Hao. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Magnesis trial. I don't know if it's called Omen or just Oman or Amen or something like that. Sheikah Slate authenticated distilling rune. So yeah, the first rune we apparently learned is Magnesis. But the first rune that would show up is something different. Because this is actually the third rune that will be shown. Manipulate metallic objects using magnetism. Grab onto metallic objects using magnetic energy that pours forth from the Magnesis rune. Objects held in the magnetic snare can be lifted up and moved freely. Rune extracted. Use the rune by pressing L. Because R throws weapons. L uses runes. Ha! Don't mind that. I think I know what's going on. I think my puppy thought that maybe my brother was messing around or something. What's this again? Was there something here that I need to do? Or is this just there for free practice? And there's motion controls as well. Okay, so that's why. I love doing this. Now we are dealing with these guys. We aren't able to know what those things are. Any attack that causes your weapon to break becomes a critical hit, dealing twice as much damage. So despite the fact that they have low durability, of course, the number indicates how much damage it does. It's me. Able to do that. Now something funny that we'll do, which is very fitting.
Where do you usually keep it belt?
Well, near my basket. There we go. We completed our first shrine. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omanao, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Hylia and dedicated to helping those who seek to fight Ganon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of Goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. The rest of the shrine just say the same things every time, so it's always good to skip them, because they always say the same thing. Except for there are some shrines where they just reward you, and some shrines that challenge you. It's actually really good. Hold on. It seems you've managed to get your hands on the spirit orb. Well done. How did you know? Clairvoyance! Oh, or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear, but perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh, the appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine. It's all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It has been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again, but their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. So I need no more now? I said treasure, but I never said there would only be one treasure. Whether it is one treasure or 4, what's the difference for a young go-getter like yourself? Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of the tower again? Are you joking? Oh, I'm afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at your map. Your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke. I already went over that. The shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Very useful to know, or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. The Isolated Plateau updated. Alright, traveling to the top of the tower. From there you should be able to scout the location of another shrine. You sure know a lot. Oh, when you have been around as long as I have, you pick up a thing or two. Go on, why not try it out? First, we are opening this chest. It only gives you something like that, but there's also very many things to pick up along with this thing over there, which is another chest. Darn it. Let's try this again. That gave us an arrow. We aren't able to do anything with that right now, but you already know what it's about. It's open. Junk. But we are able to see something else. These are Hyrule herbs. Very rare to come by. So pick them up whenever you can. They're very useful items. As in, they recover 1 heart. But they're useful for more than just that. This is a baked apple. We saw the old man have this before. A roasted base, or bats. I always say base, I don't know why. Arrow and another baked apple. This treasure chest is not EX. it's actually, and I'm surprised it still landed straight up, it's actually a pretty valuable chest. If you see these chests, they're either super valuable in gems, or they are just super valuable in weaponry. But this is just a super valuable kind of thing. I don't recommend selling it right away unless you are super low on currency. This is actually super useful against enemies if you don't wish to battle them by using any weapons. This is water, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just water. It's shallow water. I just didn't know for sure if it was water or something else. Because I'll show off that what's next to it is something that you cannot swim in. It's pretty much a swampland. If you try going in it, you sink. You see the bubbles? Ooh, it's a swamp. Ah! So yeah, literally don't recommend doing that because it gives you a heart of damage, and if you die, then you get an instant game over. So yeah, there you go. We finally get to see the time. I didn't even get to show you guys what happens when you see the time. You see certain weather patterns. There are certain temperatures as well. But that will be gone over really soon. Two measures badly damaged. I almost killed the boar. The animals are pretty simple to explain. Also, we are about to see something completely new. We see, and I'm going to use an almost broken down thing for it. We also find a torch. Not used for damage. It's only you can use it for damage. It only does 2, but it's also used for lighting things. Very much required to use the torch. We finally have a bow. Traveler's bow. Very useful. It's not very durable, but super useful because it's more durable than the bow that you will soon see. Now, the only food items I have right now are these. I don't know what I'm hearing. I heard a whistling sound. It's like, and I thought that was something else. Hold. I'm holding these 3. So if you cook these, they have a certain healing thing that you can do. And these are really good for healing a certain amount. Now I'm gonna just hold these 2 and show off what happens if you cook them. You can heal 3 hearts. We already know. Check out a meal's ingredients by selecting it and then saying recipe. You can also just look at the recipes that you would get from certain people, because there are people in this other than the old man. Acorn. The roasted acorn heals, I think, a half a heart's worth more. I sort of want to just make it roasted. So that's what I'll do. Roasted acorn. I was wrong. It only heals a half heart. I just wanted to make sure. This doesn't turn into anything if you cook it, if I could remember that correctly. But I'll try it anyways, just in case I'm wrong. Oh, I was wrong. Toasty, highly and shrew. Well, so we meet again. What are you doing? That's it all. I back this acting up again. I suppose that means this old man has had enough hunting for one day. What is it? Sorry. Oh, if you still wish to acquire the paraglider. Bleh. You can pass time by the fire. I don't want to do that. Doesn't heal you, it just passes the time. Another torch, we don't need it. But what I do want to do is cook everything here. And it will heal a lot more. We can skip this, but it's pretty satisfying to look at them cook. 5 hearts of healing. We aren't able to heal by that much right now. And for requirements, it is required for now to do that sort of thing. Ow! I'm trying to hit that piggy. They can charge at you and you can hit them. I had a bow, so why didn't I hit it on the head? Well, if you aim a bow at it, it immediately screeches to a halt and turns around and hightails it. That's why I was trying to do it the way I wanted to. It is required, though, to do that thing. Now, I'm going to shoot an arrow at this beehive. The bees are mad at you. Coarser but bee honey. Really good for healing. I'm already here. What I can do here. Heroes Path mode unlocked. Press X on the map screen to see your journey's path thus far. Heroes Path mode. If you want to know, this is active for only 100 hours. And you would think that is not much, but surprisingly enough, this game is super long. Also, I'm gonna stamp this by using sword. You need to be here at some point. They fled. Figures. Also, I can't be here right now. It's really hard to battle this guy. And also, you cannot look at this guy and I've learned this the hard way, you cannot look at this guy while you're battling against him because he can still attack you. If you look away, it's like it's not there, and it just goes back to sleep. It sort of sucks. I really wish I would have actually seen him sleep. We're about to run out of weapon storage, and I'm not gonna pick up those branches. How much weapon storage we have now? I keep pressing L as if it matters. We have 3 left, but I don't want to fill it up with tree branches. Also, what the heck? I am going the wrong way. What I wish you could do is truck won't start. Tree branch. Our brother's having an issue, which is very sad. Which is very troublesome, very unfortunate. I don't know what I'm doing here. My word, I'm going in circles. What is this? Oh, we need that. Rusty broadsword is the same thing we've had from the piercing of the rock. If I grab another weapon that's useful. Also, gosh darn it, this is actually very vital. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, I'm trying to cut. Ha ha! Nailed it. If you hit an enemy on the head, well, with a bow, that also counts as a critical hit. we gave it 10 damage, which is how much health it has. I think it either has 10 health or has 8. You can't shoot some things with arrows, like... Okay. Yeah, I got it. So I gotta sneak up on these guys, because yet again, and this is what I mean by better, the Traveler's Bow we have is better than the Boko bow that we have. So if we sneak up on these guys, it deals so much damage. In my recommendation, use a weapon that can surely knock them out. If you sneak behind their backs, or if they're sleeping, you can sneak up on them. I'll cut those crates in a moment. And that will prevent them from attacking you. Bokoblin Horn. Keep them for later. Trust me. You can sell them if you want, but it's pretty much ill-advised. Done it. There's more? Oh, there's one more. Doesn't do a theme because we didn't battle them in the way that the theme would be, so instead it just gave us this reward. And what it gives you here is another valuable. Yet again, recommended to keep it for now. Boko Shield. Press ZL for using a shield, which I already advised before. Boko clubs. Pretty durable weapons. I'm going to use them now. Sharing common knowledge at some point. But, for one thing, I'm going to equip this and throw it away. We can do this. I don't know why it says person hold. Oh, person hold left. Not person hold Y. Woodcutter's axe. I'm gonna cut down these crates. And we got so many good things. You need as many arrows as you can get, because despite Minecraft logic, this requires so many of them. And I can use up so many of them as well. You can also sneak up on these things, and you definitely need to do that at some point. You need to grab them at some point, I meant to say. Because they are actually pretty valuable. Sunset Firefly. These fireflies glow gently in the dark. When cooked with monster parts, the compound that causes it to glow results in an elixir that will allow you to move more quietly. Which is that you can sneak around enemies with ease. So, sort of cool fact. There is a way to figure out how you can get these kinds of items better, but right now you're not able to. My word, this thing is lagging like crazy. There's an easy way and a hard way to deal with these guys. These are Stokoblins. The only way they appear is at night. The easy way is shooting them on the head, because they only have 1 HP. The hard way is hitting them first and then hitting them on the head. Ill-advised, but I'm going to use it anyway. And throwing this away. Bokoblin arms are very low on durability. Bokoblin Fang. And there you go. Nearing an edge. So despite the fact that it's pretty creepy to equip, it's also used as a weapon, but its durability is pretty much as bad as it would be for... Like, it's as bad as it would be for a tree branch. Is that the same guy, or am I looking at a bush? It's really hard to tell, but it's a bush. Kisses. They also have 1 HP. Pretty much have worse durability than the thing that I said before. It only can 4 hit enemies, or 5 hit them. I think it's 4 hit though. And then it breaks. I may climb slowly right now, but soon enough I'm able to climb faster because of a certain equipment that I will soon have. Or get. Did I say have and then have again? I meant to say get and then have again. If your stamina is about to run low, then you can actually jump up and it counts as extra height. But I don't think I need to right here. Very useful stuff. Now here, I'm gonna climb down and wait until a certain amount to drop down, because if you fall down right now, you'll be dealt a lot of damage. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay, so that was just used as a boost. I thought so. I just didn't know for sure. Darn it! How did that thing get startled already? I wasn't even trying to startle it. Those things are actually very useful for elixirs, because it's something that will give you, I think, heat resistance. Either that or cold resistance. Let's see if I can do this now. So, okay, good. I was right. A butterfly found in the woods and plains of warm regions. Its wings can absorb the warmth of the sun. Cook it with monster parts to create an elixir that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. You need as many of these things as you can get. There's also other food items that is like that, but it's really hard to find. Apples are really good to pick up. So if you find any apples, it's recommended that you pick any of them up. They're very common items. So it's not really absurd to think that you would be able to have a good time with them, with finding apples, because they are found in some trees. Darn it! I started it. Waiting, climbing. You can actually, I think. Yeah, if you let go here, that to regain stamina, then it actually counts as such. There's a shrine up there. I could get it the normal way, or I could try getting it the harder way, because we're about to approach cold climates, which we needed the heat elixir for. I'm actually gonna make these guys be in the fight with me so that you can hear the epic theme. Oops. Wrong weapon. I'm gonna first crit them with this. Got that guy, and now we got the Boko spear. Easy. Boko spears are also very low on durability. Darn it. You actually need a weapon that this guy carries. So don't make him fall in the drink. My word, I even critted that guy. Is it Blue Bokoblin? Oh, there he is. Spicy peppers. I don't have a weapon, gosh darn it! I thought I had a weapon in my arsenal, but I didn't. Apparently I didn't pay attention to my Boko spear being broken. Be right back, and you're gonna hear this time. This is so annoying. You're gonna hear this. I'm sorry, guys. Never mind, I'm gonna turn off my commentary. This fire is so annoying to burn. There's so much which I don't have to worry. I don't have to deal with this because my word, it's so annoying to. It wasn't even that annoying in the beginning, and then the very end it actually becomes way worse. Die below the wood stove and all of that. But this time it's just gotten worse. Even though the wood is just dry. Super dry. Doing this again. This is pretty much as long as I expected. It's sort of funny because one of the times I was actually thinking of not LPing this, but the only reason why I am LPing this is because this game is actually my favorite game ever. Apparently these guys are not seeing me. Crap. Here we go. Now this time, and I'm on full health, I'm gonna crit this guy. So we did a perfect dodge there. Ooh, ability controls. The perfect dodge is when you dodge an enemy's attack at the last second, and that causes you to do a flurry rush, which means that you're able to attack them while the enemies are unaware. Come on, I tried to dodge that. Are you kidding me? I got killed by a pebble. It's stupid when it's 3-on-1. And this is not even master mode and I'm having this much trouble. I even played this on master mode and it's way harder. The enemies even heal if you leave them alone for too long. And I'm just sneaking. Come on. There we finally go. Okay, there's that. Crap! There we go. Traveler, Soldier's Broadsword. The highest damaging weapon you can pick up from that Bokoblin. Not the highest well, actually it is the highest damaging weapon in the beginning. I actually thought the highest damaging weapon was that rusted thing. Hey, you stole my weapon! Come on! That's so annoying. I should have healed, that was my fault. I thought I was gonna be able to nail him. I have many moments like this where I die. Time and time again. Okay, then save the weapon I had. No biggie. Come on. Ah, screw it. That doesn't count. That's sort of dumb. I hate this so much. My word. It's worse that they expect you to be able to defeat that guy right away. And it's before you even enter this place. You can just avoid them by going the other way, but there's also spicy peppers, so you have to deal with them. It's pretty much tactics. Got it. There we go. Where's the blue one? Didn't mean to dash. There's the blue one. Catching him unaware, I'm going to try to damage him with the highest damaging weapon I got. Just hope it doesn't fall off the cliff. Cool. Big ol' score. I think this is the same. Amber. So it's the chest right there. Nope. I just got lucky. Haha. You've fallen down. There's many more opportunities to face those guys. So now we have 9 of these things. 9 spicy peppers. Sort of worse that you end up with that. Because then you would have to worry about healing instead of... You'd have to worry about healing instead of using an elixir. That's why I don't really like using it. So first, because I have these, I'm going to hold 1 and use the enemy parts that I have. I'm going to use the Keith's eyeball I'm going to use the Keith's eyeball with the next one. Apparently I made a good one. Huh, that is a good one. 11 minutes and 40 seconds of cooling. Now I'm going to do it again, but this time with this, the key swing, and an eyeball. And it's going to be even better, I think. It heals you, and it's 9 minutes and 50 seconds of cooling. Really good stuff. But now we're approaching the cold climate. And it will tell you the temperature is getting dangerously low. Find warmth soon or you'll take damage. Come on. That didn't work. That works. Hopefully. Yep, it does. When I get to the lowest health, like now, oh, not now, now, I'm gonna heal, and then use that cooling thing. Now I got cooling resistance. It's cold resistance, but apparently I just like being cool. With the naming scheme of things. I don't think there's anything up here. I just want to double check in case I'm wrong. For one thing, there's a shrine right there. And that shrine is far away, so we can't get to it yet. So I marked it. So now things are a bit tougher. So now I'm gonna try to climb up all the way here. Cooling rock, we can't do anything about that yet because we don't have the weapon for it. Can't do anything about that either because we have approached the shrine that we needed to go to. Keknamut Shrine. And I'm not gonna skip this scene. It's technically the shorter form of what you saw. You can warp there anytime, but it would count as incomplete when you activate it. And you only complete it by going through the whole shrine and completing it. This is the Cryonis trial. Distilling Road. Cryonis is very useful. Probably the second most useful in the game. Most useful being, in technicality, Magnesis. But in battle, it will be another thing that we haven't had yet. Cryonis is ice pillars. And I think, but not yet, there's going to be another one of those things that we're about to see. But first, if I'm wrong, then which I am, there was supposed to be a chest somewhere here, but it's not anywhere around yet. Torch! I need this rusty broadsword because it's about to break. Haha! Ancient Screw. Now, it rewards us with a Traveler's Spear. We have it in our arsenal now. This is actually pretty nifty for what you need to do. But you need it to be equally balanced out. It's easier when I do it this way. Nail that. Double checking if there's anything else, which doesn't seem like there is, so we've already completed this shrine. Just wanted to make sure there were no other chests that I missed, because there is a chance that I would be missing on that. So yeah. Gosh darn it, I keep thinking A is skip for some odd reason. It's just like Super Mario Odyssey where I keep thinking A is skip, but it's actually X. This one's actually really good. Sleeping in the bed allows you to sleep until morning, noon, or night. It also replenishes your hearts. But there's another shrine around here, so I'm not gonna head out of this cold climate yet, because this cold climate has another shrine waiting for us. which is right around here. That was close. That would have been the obstacle if we were to climb that the normal way, so that's why I did it the hard way. I'm wearing short sleeves in this weather, technically. After the next shrine, I'm going to turn off my commentary again, because it's pretty much as annoying as my demo, where I had to deal with this every half hour or so. Or less, way less, because this is going to be way less than a half an hour. Ooh. We do need to go down here. There's a rock we need to place in there. Ooh, wait. There it is. If we place it down here, hopefully it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Another Korok is found. We need as many of these guys as we can find. If you actually talk to them, dwee, and they just do childish laughter. Very sweet. Sort of admit to saying that I'm glad I'm not a mountain climber, because if I was, I would pretty much die. Now for this tower over there, I'm going to immediately mark this. Because if you mark towers, you won't be able to lose them. I'm also going to mark this shrine. This is probably far out. No, it's not. It's actually one of the shrines that is in the basics of you finding them. Oh, hi. Ah, I enjoy gazing out the world from here. Breathtaking view. This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Yes. Look through it, and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. I already knew about that. The pins on your map serve as a reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know? Oh, just a few tricks I've pulled up after many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. You did well to make it this far without the proper clothing. Please take this warm doublet as a reward for your tenacity. Wait, so you get that from him? Huh. You can actually get this in the later forms of the game. I actually never knew that you can pick this up from him. I assume you will want to try it on right away, yes? I thought you might be eager to see how it looks. It's quite fetching. Well, I suppose it matters not. And since yours now, do take care to put it on before you get too cold, though. I have cold resistance right now, so I'm okay. So yeah, what he says is true, that you can actually look around the entire plateau to see what shrines you've missed. It's really nice. You can pretty much see almost all of Hyrule here. You can even see the castle somewhere around here. I could have sworn you could. I guess I was wrong. Whoops. Okay, so I was wrong. Apparently, I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I'm not going to mark it because it counts as its own location at some point, and it's very obvious for where it is. But the next shrine is still down a ways. Yay, no fall damage. There is fall damage in this game. Like the old man told us. Now, double checking. Okay, I am going the right way. I didn't know if I was going the right way or if I was going the wrong way. And the next rune I'm learning is nearing. And the next shrine I'm the final shrine is the most useful one. The shrine I'm going to right now is the one that is useful for certain stuff, but not super useful. I don't really use it that much. Double checking. It should be near the Temple of Time. So I'm probably down the right track. This is where the next shrine is. But I'm trying to find the other shrine first. There's a tree, not anything else. Cold resistance is about to wear off. Is that something? This is a leaf. I didn't know for sure. There's a shrine right there, but we are heading there soon. But right now, there should be another shrine. Yep, right there. Owa Dame Shrine. Or Owa Daim, or whatever. Monsters that have a harder time detecting you will have a harder time detecting you if you press L to crouch. And that's called Sneak Strike. Stasis Trial. I barely use it out in the wild, but it is useful in some shrines. Stasis stops an object in time while storing its kinetic energy. The stored energy will act upon the object when the flow of time resumes. Making good use of the stored energy can move even the largest of objects. It's more funny to use than anything else. And it has a long recharge time. I don't need that though. I need this. Alright, here we go. Traveler's Shield. Pretty nifty. But we're already close to being done here. We need this item. We definitely need this item. Iron Sledgehammer. It's useful for way more than just attacking. It's used for moving large objects way faster, but it's also used for breaking down rocks. I'm gonna die! Goodbye! We already know this part. Now I'm gonna turn off my commentary, unfortunately. BRB. So annoying. Alright. Back at it. Yep, that was actually a little bit quicker. It's already stopped. My word, this is so annoying to stoke up. If anything, it would just cause smoke alarms to go off. So, there is actually something nifty about this. There's another thing here. Also, there's something down there. We need to grab as many of these as possible. Trust me on this, because it's actually insane for what you need to do for something that you'll see in a moment. In a very long moment, but still. This is a rush room, used for increasing movement speed. I was sworn there was something nifty somewhere, but I guess I was wrong. I'm gonna use a different bow. Oh, I am using the same bow. Darn it, that didn't work. There we go. I don't think they despawn, but I don't know for certain. That was close. Oh crap. That was way too close. You can shoot those apples down with arrows as well. Screw it. Boko Club. Apparently I didn't pick this one up, but I don't need it. It's very low damage, and there's another useful spear very late in the game. You don't really lose much if you shoot those apples down. But it's really hard to find the arrow afterward. One more. There you go. Now I'm gonna heal. I got 14 apples. You can use any of these if you want, but what I want to do, you can use I could use any of these is what I mainly meant to say. But what I want to do instead is I will eat this, but then I'm going to eat this and this. Very risky jump. Recommend you not doing it. Now this part is pretty tricky. You have to be careful not to alarm the one over there. And instead, you have to shoot it on the head. What did you know? I am able to make it, but I am nervous about making this guy alarmed. Be alarmed. Because I want to do a few more sneak strikes. Might have to shoot this guy. If at all necessary. I think I can kill these guys with a sneak strike. I hope so, at least, because I don't know. Good. Just hope this guy doesn't see me. I just want him to be the last guy out there. Crap! There we go. Oh, that was a dungeon. Not really a dungeon, but more like an enemy... I don't know, an enemy entourage that we had to deal with. I didn't know that. I thought that was just there for... I thought that was just there for convenience, but I guess I was wrong. See, steak, that's always like that. We had one of those before, but it will always just be like that for observing. Throwing spear, I need to get rid of an item for that. And the item I'm getting rid of for it is... I don't want to get rid of this, or even this. So the item I'm getting rid of is the one in my hand. But I'm getting rid of this instead. Throwing spears have 5 damage. 6 damage, I mean. Way more durable. We are able to do this! We got more rewards! We were lucky to not even run into a stalk goblin. And I'm about to encounter another shrine. What's that? Oh. Somebody's using it too. Oh no, nobody's using it. Oh, I remember this place too. Oh. Well, now that makes way more sense. That's very interesting. I've never seen that before. So many things I've actually never seen. The old man's diary. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm doublet. It's interesting to know of. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contains raw meat and spicy pepper, however, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is coming up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I'd happily reward them with my warm doublet. Didn't happen. Instead, I went up there and he rewarded me with that anyway. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. because I was already rewarded with that warm delay. So I had to help him with that. So much wish there was a way to have that be like a side quest instead of that man being gone. You caused me much suffering in the past. Now I'm gonna kill you for convenience. Raw meat. I only killed him because he caused so much trouble to me. I'm about to encounter my very last shrine, all the way over there. And then after that, that would be almost the end. Okay, these are normal. I can deal with them. Goodbye. Oh, dang it. Well, I used the woodcutter's axe instead of a Boko club. Found another one of these. Do I dare? The answer is they will cease at some point, but right now they aren't. They get tired eventually, like they are right now. Forgot about that swampland. But I'm almost there. For futuristic reference, I thank anybody for watching this in the future, because on stream nobody has been watching this so far, but it makes sense for why that is. Screw it, I'm going in there the normal way. I would go in there the hard way, but I'm going in there the normal way. The Ruined Guardians. Looking in there and you will get certain things. Ancient Screw. So many of them, but this one is an active one. How you deal with it? You shoot it in that and it's weakened. Even critting it will cause it to be inactive. You just beat it by battling against it over and over again until it does that. Screw it. I'm gonna just use the soldier's broadsword. It's actually very defensive. My word. What do I do? I even broke the soldier's broadsword to deal with this thing. And it's super rewarding to beat. There you go. Has so much health. Ancient Spring. Ancient Shaft. That's not a shaft apparently. That's a shaft. And trust you me, you actually need these things later on. Opening this chest now, and I get a Nintendo Switch shirt. Jabez Shrine. This is what was supposed to be the first weapon you are supposed to get in the game, but I got it last. I wanted to do the cold climate first, so that it would be out of the way. Afterwards, I'm yet again gonna turn off my commentary for more than just stoking up the fire, but also because my nose is pretty stuffed up. Bomb that can be detonated remotely. The force of the blast can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. There are both round and cube bombs, so use whichever best fits the situation. Which I mainly use round bombs most of the time, but there are very few that requires cubed ones. You can use whichever you'd like. I'm gonna use round first this time and use the cube one to explode this. And then I'm going to open this chest. It gives me a Traveler's Claymore, another weapon that we haven't had yet. Darn it. Huh. I never detonated it from down there. Final obstacle. Very useful. You could do the roll trick, or, which I am just going to do the roll trick anyways, but my other option was just waiting until it does that and then just throwing it in. Darn it. It's actually way more cool that way. There we go. I don't think I missed anything. I might have. I'm gonna go that way to see if I missed anything. Pretty sure I did. I think there's another chest, which there is. And this chest contains an amber. That sphere is not useful for this shrine, but there will be certain shrines that need that, or certain places that need those things. We've completed everything. Sucks that I should have just dealt with the Guardian after I got in the Traveler's Claymore, because now I destroyed that soldier's broadsword. But there will be more times of using it. With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Oh, ho, oh, extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, imagine the next on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spots where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where 2 lines connecting shrines would cross. There, I will be waiting. That time he disappeared. Makes anybody curious about who that old guy really is. And when he's talking about 40X things intercepting, he means the Temple of Time. It's not. It would have been shown, but it's only like a minor location that only progresses you in the story, but doesn't really do anything else for you. You can see something over there. Never mind, I'm wrong. But you will see something soon when you go inside the Temple of Time. Not gonna advance to the camp. Instead, I am just going to go near the front of the Temple of Time and just advance the normal way. The harder way would have been climbing in there, but I'm just going to go in the normal way. Not gonna cut down this honorable tree. Thought I heard something. Oh, I don't have a bow. My bad. Gotta wait. I think he'll turn around. Nope. Either he notices me or he doesn't. Yeah! I don't think these barrels do anything. Nope, there's this guy. A Choo-Choo. Cute name, but it does anything other than being cute. It's like the slimes of this game, and the Bokoblins are pretty much like the Goombas. And shot spline. I don't even know what this is here for. Because you aren't able to go in there from there. But this is the Temple of Time. I'm gonna go in it like this. I'm not doing it the hard way. I'm doing it the way that is normal. Hello. Hello! Please tell me I can. Oh, okay. Here we are. You can see something over there too. Jar. Arrow. Arrows. I actually never saw this chest. What does this chest have? A traveler's bow. Definitely needed that. I might as well just keep progressing. We are almost done here anyway. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me, what is it that you declare? I did that with a comma, so tell me. And the question mark on the question. So, that's what I was going to be discussing at some point. These spirit orbs are technically the heart pieces in this game. There are no heart pieces in this game. Instead, there are spirit orbs. So if you conquer 4 shrines you get a free heart container or a free stamina vessel. And my overall goal in certain games is, in certain parts, is there are certain things that I'm going to be doing, and you did notice that Link is missing quite a few things because he was knocked out and got resurrected at the Shrine of Resurrection. There will be certain goals that I'll be doing, and if you don't want to know anything that would be like a spoiler, if any of you have not played this game, which I sort of would wonder if that is for sure, then I recommend you not seeing the end of the stream, because this was streamed. So, you can get a free heart container, which gives you an extra heart, or a free stamina vessel that gives you a piece of stamina, a piece of extra stamina. 5 at once or 6 at once, I think it was. It was either 5 or 6. I don't remember exactly how many it was. Which, if you get 6 at once or 5 at once, you get an extra wheel of stamina. 4 spirit orbs will give you either of these. And screw it, I am going to turn off my commentary. I know we're almost done, but I have to do it anyway, because there's something I have to do for 3 things that I have to do. One is something very annoying, one is completely off topic, and the other is something to do with the animals. Oh wow, I was correct on my time. Alright, finally back. My intermission was way longer than I thought it would be. I was estimating when I first left, and now I'm back. And I'm finally gonna complete the rest of this. It's not even much. I think I already discussed everything I could. I'm gonna go for the heart container. I'm not gonna go for the stamina vessel for a long time. But I'm mainly gonna do. I'm gonna. Before I go for my biggest thing I have to do after the thing. Like, you'll see what I'll be talking about. But mainly, this is gonna spoil a little bit. But after this, I'm gonna do the next big thing I'm supposed to do. And then I'm gonna go for stamina vessel twice or only once. I want to have either 7 or 8 hearts of health before I do stamina vessel once or twice. Somebody's trying to find, and probably a lot of parts of this game is going to go over shrines and side quests and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm doing heart container. I shall grant the power you seek. Your life force has been strengthened. Yay! Go and bring peace to Hyrule. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, turned them against us. The champions lost their lives. Those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
So go on. Here is my paraglider, just as I promised. An item new that you received from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Press X while you're in the air to use it. Completed the isolated plateau. Which I love how trying to remember what the heck was the word where it's just like the 3 letters. How am I not knowing what that word is, of all things? I should know what it is. But I don't remember. My brain is dead apparently. But I love how the isolated plateau is TIP, tip. And that's very interesting. I'm stuck on what it's called. Gosh darn it. My English is terrible. My grammar is terrible. But whatever. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. The soul is gone. Destroy Ganon is the new objective. We got the soldier's bow from that chest. Seek out Impa is our other objective. We now finally have a paraglider. And I'm going to importantly mark this area as something that we would need to go to at some point. So I'm going to mark this. I'm going to mark the waters here as leaf because we need to go here at some point to cut down the trees for important reasons. So this is where I'll end things. But where am I going to start? The answer to that is that I am going to head, because they said that I'm supposed to go east, so I am to go that way. But where I really want to go is to the Bridge of Hyrule, and the reason why is because of an important item that we weren't able to get before, but we are able to get it now. I'll at least show you what that is like. But won't be able to show you for a while yet. I could just teleport to the tower. That's a wiser thing to do. Gosh darn it, the actual correct way to go was that way instead of the way I went. There were multiple paths apparently. I'm just going the way I feel like going. And we haven't even battled against the stone talus. Might as well just do this. Whatever. Darn it, that missed? Well then I'm gonna use the bomb to do this. To kill them all. That's my third seared steak. I didn't even use any of them yet. I'm gonna throw away this to get another one. So, about to head to where I want to go. So seek out Impa. Impa is right here. And destroy Ganon. Hyrule Castle is somewhere around here. Up north. It's in the center of Hyrule, which is very convenient. So, I'll discuss things after, but where I'm going to go next time is to the Bridge of Hyrule, which I'm showing you guys where that Bridge of Hyrule is. I see a tower right there. Unless there's not a tower and instead a shrine, but I'm very sure that's a tower. Darn it, I can't see it from here. So now the cliff that you saw that had those clouds on it is not there anymore. Moblin. I saw it. Where did it go? It was right there. Yep, that's a tower. It's all the way over there. But Hyrule Bridge is where I'm going. Trying to find where that is at least. I don't know if I'm looking at the right direction. I think I am actually. Because it's near Hyrule Castle. Screw it. My dog is barking. And I was gonna discuss. Gosh darn it. Sorry guys. I was gonna end stream, but I can't right now. Finally able to continue. Wait, where did I... Oh, I went to the tower. I was going there so I can find the bridge, because that's where I'm planning on going next time. So, the actual tower, I meant to say bridge, the actual bridge, I'm trying to find it. Is it right there? Yep, that's it. And the starting point that I'm going to go is at that tree. That's where the Bridge of Hyrule is. That's where I'm going next time. That's actually way closer than I thought. I almost died. Well, almost fell off at least. So, something I wish they removed is autosave. Don't use Amiibo. I don't want to use Amiibo so good. Thing that's off. Autosave is... I'm not able to turn off autosave, and it sort of sucks. So, what is it like when it's very fast? Oh, that's way better. My word. I said fast because I thought that was going to be a little better, but this is actually way better. My word. Anyways, that's the end of the stream. I only wanted to conquer the first 4 shrines. There were so many intermissions, and if there weren't any intermissions, this would have ended up being 2 hours. Really good start to the video. A very good start to the LP. This is my 60th LP. My 59th LP will be updated after the finale of Sonic Lost World. Or mainly it will be updated after this. So, next time in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we are going through Hyrule Bridge, and I'm going to save. And quit. So, this is going to be spoilers, but next time in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I am going to go through the Hyrule Bridge and show off something really cool and then head east to where we need to go. Because I'm at least going to try to progress the story a little bit, but not by much. So, for one thing, I forgot to update the playlist by saying goodbye live streams, as if that would even matter. Oh, I did. Never mind. So, the slight spoiler is, you've already known about the Divine Beasts, but I'm planning on battling a certain order of them. I'm only going to say things in a not so spoilery way, but I'm going to battle the first Divine Beast that I pick when I get 6 or 7 hearts. And I'm going to battle the second Divine Beast when I get 13 hearts, and get something special when I get 14 or 15 hearts. And then after that, I'm going to do the rest I can and try to find as many shrines as possible. But most of this gameplay is not going to have story progress. There's going to be very few story progressions because now I'm going to discuss DLCs. There are so many DLC items that you can get, and there's a special DLC item that you can get as well. Very special set of items, at least. So, this is my 60th LP, and my announcement for that is, and I didn't announce in the beginning, but this was going to be my final LP. I wasn't going to do anything after this, but instead of that being my last LP is not going to be this game, but it will be a Paper Mario game. I might do more after, but it will not be as often because there's going to be a lot going on. There might be a lot going on during this LP session because I'm thinking how long this is going to take me and I'll be pretty sad if it isn't. I think this might be my longest LP ever. And I think it'll be over 100 episodes, but I'll be sad if it's even 80 or 90 parts long instead. And I'm recording hourly videos on this as well. It's going to either be an hour or an hour and a half with some edits, but the only edits I'm doing are either if it doesn't progress through the game, then I'm not going to add it in, or when I have to cut for certain reasons. So, I thank you guys so much for enjoying this first part of the game. The thumbnail will change as soon as the stream is published. And instead of what it would be, which was the sunset, it's going to be the introduction of the first game. But there will be certain thumbnails that will be important in certain parts because, yet again, I'm not a professional thumbnail maker, so I try to make the thumbnails look accurate instead of what they would end up being instead. And I'm going to try to do as much as I can to complete this game. I might not 100% it, just like Super Mario Odyssey. But I will try my best to do this without looking anything up. I might need to look some things up for shrines, and I would need to look up some things for where certain items are. Because I'm planning on trying to complete all of our shrines, and side quests, and shrine quests. because there are shrine quests in this game. There are also main quests, but there are also DLC quests. But the DLC quests, there's not very many of. But but one of the DLC quests only activates after you rescued every divine beast. And then after that, you are able to go through the entirety of them again for an extra trial, and you'll be able to get something special. But there's also another DLC quest that I won't spoil, because I already said enough. So I'll see you guys next stream. Well, I'll see you guys next video, because the next video won't be a stream. Finally, it's burning. My word, that was so annoying. But the next video, we're going to head to the Bridge of Hyrule and see something special fall in. And then I'm going to just venture to a shrine. I'm going to do a shrine and go across the Bridge of Hyrule and then end the video there. And if it's not an hour long, then that's fine. But I won't be editing very much. This game is probably going to be the hardest game to do for edits. But I don't know for sure. There might be some easy parts, but there would also be some hard parts. Along with so much to go through. So, see you guys next time. Bye!